So a few photos to document what things look like before we get started with the project. This is in the spring and summer of 2019. Just thought I would articulate at this point in time what we think the project game plan is all about. So the first thing is there's obviously our old house is in the way of the new house. We're going to move the existing house with a company called Nickel Brothers. They will come in and jack up the main floor of the house, put it on a truck, and take it away to new owners. We've heard that it's staying in the Comox Valley area, but that's a good thing for us because it saves us the demolition cost and the landfill cost of demolishing the old house, the upper floor anyway. We will still have to dig up and demolish the remaining basement and foundation and all of that, but moving the house, plus it doesn't, all that material doesn't end up in the landfill. So that's step one, get rid of the old house. After that, the scope of the project is to basically excavate out the existing basement and foundation, make a new construction site. That big hedge that we're staring at right now comes out between us and our neighbors. A new garage, single garage, goes in essentially where that patio is that we just finished looking at. Underneath the garage, we're going to put in a large concrete water cistern that will hold about 11,000 imperial gallons, and we're going to harvest rainwater off the metal roof, which will be on top of the new house and the new garage. So we're going to run the house off of rainwater, and we will save our well, which has sort of poor quality water, for irrigating the garden. And you see the well, you just saw the well there for a quick instant. So the new house will sit in essentially the same location as the existing house. I'll make a video at some point to show what the new house is going to look like, but there'll be a new house in essentially the same place, a single garage with a water cistern below it. And then we're also going to work on the pathway and on the slope between the upper level of the property and the lower garden. The idea is to make the path wider and a bit more gentle of a grade so that I can get some small equipment, a quad or a golf cart or a bobcat or something down the hill. Right now we have a walking path, but it would be pretty hair-raising to get any kind of equipment down the hill. So for any kind of landscaping projects or gardening projects or anything, it would be a lot better if we could get a small vehicle up and down the hill. It would make life a lot easier. The other thing that's in the long-term plans but not in the original project is to build a small cottage or studio down in the lower garden and the lower part of the property. Get the site coming up for view here hopefully in just a second. You can just barely see the roof of the existing garden shed down there. Now just to the right of that is the spot where we could build a little studio cottage, which would be kind of nice to have down in the lower garden. But it would be very difficult to build if you had to manually carry all the building equipment down the slope. That would be a lot of work. So remove the existing house, make a new greenfield construction site, build a new house and garage on the site, improve the path down the hill. That's essentially the scope of the project.